So hope you're doing well today. Welcome back to my channel. Well, I just made a video on chicken stock, and that's going to be a separate video, but we're going to use that delicious chicken stock that I just made for a homemade, well, it's going to be homemade chicken and sausage gumbo. And I'm going to make it a little lighter this time. I'm going to test a new roux. It's a lighter roux, but it's not homemade where I'm going to make my own roux. I do not make my own roux, but this roux is delicious. I promise you, you have to try it. So I hope you enjoyed the video and hope you enjoyed the recipe. And here's my chicken stock. I already have it heating up, and I'm going to use a combination of roux. And this is salted too, by the way, and it's got a little fat in it, but that's okay. That's how I wanted to make it today. But I'm going to use a little bit of this Ragin' Cajun dark roux. That's what I usually use all the time. This is Ragin' Cajun light roux, because I kind of want a lighter flavor, so I'm going to add just a little bit of both. It's not going to be a really thick like stew. It's going to be a light gumbo, kind of gumbo soupish is what I'm going for today. And here's the chicken that we deboned when we made our stock. So the first thing I'm going to do is get this hot, and once this gets a little hotter, we're going to start spooning in the roux. And I usually spoon some in, let it dissolve, and go from there. You can. It's a matter of your taste, is how dark you want it, how thick you want it. But you know, gumbo is made 1,000 different ways. So, but I also have some onions chopped up already. I have celery that's frozen, that's chopped, and I might put some bell pepper, and I might not. You're supposed to, but sometimes I don't use bell pepper. But if I had a jalapeno, I would definitely put that. But I'm out, unfortunately. So we're gonna have to spice it up a little bit. So chicken stock's at a good simmer. So we went ahead and scooped some of this roux out because it's pretty hard to get out of the jar. So I'm just gonna, and plus it helps it dissolve when you kind of smash it a little bit. So I'm gonna start with a little dark, and I'm gonna mix a little. I'm familiar with the dark the most. Now let's put a little light in. Okay, that's a few tablespoons, so we're going to go ahead, and you want to be careful because this will boil over if you're not careful, and you don't want to burn the roux. So you kind of just stir it around and then let it dissolve, and then you see how thick it is, what color it is. The color might be off a little bit since I'm using the light roux than what you're familiar with. And I forgot to say that I'm also going to use 2 bay leaves, and I forgot the garlic, the most important thing. I gotta chop my garlic, but I'm gonna just let this dissolve and chop my garlic, and we'll go to the next step. I want a little bit more of the dark, actually. I guess I'm just used to it. I'm gonna add just a little bit more of the light too. But it dissolves pretty fast. You just have to keep stirring it. Got to get it off the spoon. It's very sticky. And I wanted to show you the sausage. We're only using half a pack. I think this is a pound, but it's the sausage I like to always use. It's the Richards, and it's pork and beef. And this is the hot variety because it's a little spicy. But this is, if you can find this one or a smoked sausage, it's really good in a gumbo. And this is what it looks like. Let me see, where's the camera? See, or you can use andouille sausage. A lot of people use andouille sausage. But anyway, just wanted to show you this, and we have this amount left. But we gave it a little taste. And I wanted to say on my chicken stock, I added a little bit of salt, but it's not salty at all if you follow my recipe. See, it's got a good body to it. It's a little thick, but if you want to thin it out, you can always add more chicken stock. So the next thing I'm going to do is just go ahead and add my vegetables. You could add as much as you like. Oh, I think I just spilled on my favorite shirt. And let's see, I have some onions chopped already. I spilled my celery. Oh, I'm going to put a couple of bay leaves today. Oops. A couple of bay leaves, extra flavor. And this, I think this is a mixture of red and yellow onions, but it's mostly red. And they're chopped up pretty fine. so they'll cook faster. Because we're getting hungry. Oh, there's my oven. Sorry about that. I'm trying to make a pie shell to make a pie. And I'm going to put my garlic. And I have about, this is about 5 small cloves. Okay, and then I'm also going to add a little bit of seasoning. Like I said, this is kind of to your taste. You just kind of make it however you like. And I might add just a few bell pepper as well. And I only have red and yellow. They're our favorites. But I need to use some of these, but they're sweeter. I like this flavor better. All right, so we got that. So let me get a rag. This is gonna be so good, and it's the perfect time of year for gumbo. So now we're gonna add a little bit of seasoning. First, I'm gonna add a little kosher salt. It definitely needs salt. Now, gumbo usually takes a lot of salt. I'm gonna add some black pepper. And I'm also going to, this time, I don't use this as often. Well, let me show you this one first. I'm going to use a little of this my favorite Cajun seasoning. And you have to be careful because it's salted as well. Gumbo takes a lot of seasoning, actually. A little onion powder. People add all kind of spices to their gumbos. And a little garlic powder. We like a lot of garlic, as y'all already know. And I'm going to add a touch of thyme. It goes so well in gumbo, just a little bit. That's probably about 1/4 of a teaspoon. And because I don't have a jalapeno or anything really spicy, I'm going to add just a touch of cayenne pepper. Now, don't forget my sausage is hot too, but it's not, I've had them before. They're not extremely hot. We're going to add hopefully that wasn't too much. That's just a little bit. But I like to taste it as I go. And I like to let this simmer a little while, cook my vegetables. And my chicken's already cooked. So once I get this going, get my flavors right, I'll be able to, and sausage is going to add a lot of flavor as well. And you could totally leave it out if you don't like sausage. I didn't say that earlier. So let me cook this a little while, and we'll be back. I tasted it, even though it's just a tiny bit spicy. Now I'm going to have to add just a little bit of this. I like the little bit of vinegar in it. Just about a teaspoon. It kind of cuts through the richness, I find, the vinegar. Oh, and some people, you know, they cook their gumbo all day long, and there's nothing wrong with that. And sometimes I've done that, but today I made the stock, and it's getting kind of late, so we're going to make this quickly. Well, we're going to let it cook a little while, but it's still going to be delicious is my point. My vegetables are pretty well cooked, and this has been simmering for about 40 minutes. And I added 1 more cup of chicken stock because it was a little too thick. But I also, the cayenne pepper, now I did make it a little spicy, but that's okay, we can handle it. So I'm going to put my chicken in, and I'm kind of just going to, I might not add the whole chicken. You know, I might try to make 2 recipes out of this chicken. Just because my pot's only so big, and we only can eat so much. So let's see how much we have now. Because I do like a lot of meat, a lot of chicken. I like a little bit of sausage, but actually I like it all. I don't know who I'm kidding. Let's add some more. I tried to shred it up as the best I could. Actually, I'm just going to add it all. You can always add more stock or more roux or more. Anyway, it's going to be very meaty. Oh, that's beautiful. Now you could stop right here. But we're going to go ahead and add our sausage. I'm going to put these in. I think my pot's just the right size. And basically, the sausage it's already cooked. But I like to simmer this for a while and let the flavors meld together and really let the sausage release its good smokiness and spices. So it's pretty easy. especially when you use that roux. I'm telling you, it's really good. Now, a lot of people are going to disagree with me, but you don't have to make your own roux. Maybe I shouldn't have said that. People are going to hate on me, but anyway, that roux is really good. You should try it. I forgot, I'm going to add a little bit of parsley. And at the end is when I add my green onions. Let's give it a stir. And also you want to taste it as you go to test your seasonings and the thickness and the, you know, all that stuff. And we have our rice cooking right now. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? Just, it's going to be so delicious. Okay, I've turned it off. Our gumbo's ready. And I gave it one last final taste. And it is so good. The spices and the salt, everything's just perfect. You can taste the sausage. So next we're going to do taste test. One of the most important things is a little green onion. And I like to put a little in my bowl too, so I'm going to save a little bit. Green onions really go well in gumbo. Okay, this is really hot. Okay, it's really hot. Let's go ahead and take a little taste. And this is just, I think we use medium grain rice, which it doesn't really matter, I guess. It's your preference. Let's get a little, I want a little chicken though. It's one of the best gumbos I've ever made. It's a little spicy, which is perfect. But it's so good. And I'm so proud of myself for making my own stock. But you can use the store-bought stock. That's just as good almost. But this is really delicious. I hope you give this recipe a try. And try some of the products that I showed you, because the Raging Cajun products are really, really delicious. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss a video that I make. And I'll see you next time. Bye.